we'll start with Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Nick. Tonight, I got two for you. Tonight was a career-high minutes-wise for you. You said when you first got back, you're still kind of getting your wind under you and everything. Just conditioning-wise, where do you feel like you're at now, 9-10 games in, and do you think you could handle a heavier minutes load if it was asked of you?
Yeah, I definitely think I could handle a heavier minutes load. It's just me playing more minutes like tonight. This is the most I've played, so I do feel like I'm still getting into shape, though, for sure, but it's getting there slowly but surely, and today was a big step for my conditioning.
Gotcha. On a lighter note, your brother's in the NCAA tournament this weekend. Just, you're playing well lately, and he's in the tournament. Just which Claxton Brothers having the better March so far?
Repeat that.
Yeah, just your brother's in the NCAA tournament this weekend with Winthrop, and obviously you're playing well. Which Claxton Brothers having the better stretch right now?
I'm going to give it to him, man. We always go at it. I'm going to give it to him, though. Hopefully they can upset Villanova whenever they play.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
I like that, riding for the younger sibling. I know it's still just a step, but when you're talking about how it's hard for you sometimes, you don't want to be known as an injury-prone player. You want to be out there on the floor. How does it feel to know that you were able to tally a 22-plus minute stretch in this game, knowing what you've been through?
It was great, just psychologically being able to finish the game, a clutch game. It's my first game that I finished in an actual NBA game. So it feels good, and hopefully I can build on this and be out there again whenever my number is called. But it definitely feels good to be out there and just staying healthy, stringing games together. This is the first time in my NBA career that I've done this, and I put in a lot of work to be in this position, though. You know, that's what everybody doesn't see. And it hasn't been easy, but, I'm here and I just got to keep building, keep growing.
Did you see Damian Lillard said yesterday that he knows what it's like to be overlooked? He knows what it's like to not be highly touted. Did you identify with that at all, what he was saying?
Definitely. That's been the journey. That's how it's been for me. And every stage, high school, college, NBA, I had to work for this. This wasn't given to me, being able to finish games with these guys. And in high school, it was the same way. College, it was the same way. My first year in college, I didn't really play that much. Second year, I was a star of the team, but that's just how it's been. That's how my journey is. And they say history repeats itself. So, I'm enjoying the journey and just taking everything day by day, staying present, never getting too high, never getting too low.
Thanks, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
Hey, Nick, what do you take away from the way you guys were able to defend Sabonis tonight and just the matchup, being matched up with a guy like that and the different threats that he can be on offense, and what worked defensively, especially down the stretch? You guys were able to get him out of what he was trying to do. I
think everybody just being active, being on the same page, being on the string defensively, helping each other. We were switching 1 through 5, so I was able to come in and show and support when smaller guys were guarding them. And I think that really bothered them, especially when we started to switch to pick and roll instead of just being in the drop. And I think that was in the second quarter when we started to do that. So that was big. And, he's an extremely talented player, but we were able to slow him down. And I think, we were able to slow him down, especially in the second half and after that first quarter.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
And following up your earlier answer, obviously you have a fairly short track record in the NBA, but what does it do for you confidence-wise for your coach to be putting you out there at the end of a game, of a close game, and expecting you to be able to make plays to help the team win? What does that do for you confidence-wise and psyche-wise?
It shows that the coaching staff believes in me, but at the end of the day, it just starts me believing in myself. I've been hurt, but I've been ready for this opportunity, and the time has come. So whenever my name is called throughout the season, whatever minutes they need me to play, I'll be ready. And that's just my job. A lot of people think we traded away all our depth, but I've been around, and a lot of people didn't know that. So it feels good to be out there playing and doing my thing.
Matt Brooks, Nets Daily.
Hey, Nick. I don't know if I've asked you about this, but I was just curious about playing with Harden. I know you found out post-game that he dropped 40. I'm not sure if you also, I'm sure you've seen by now that it was also a triple-double. What's it like playing with him, especially for a young guy like yourself, and the way that he simplifies things? And have you really played with a guy like him before?
I've definitely never played with anybody like him. I think he's definitely one of one. And it just makes the game super easy. Just playing off of him and him getting to his spots. He can finish whenever he wants. He can pretty much do whatever he wants out there. And he's an extremely smart basketball player. His IQ is just off the charts. So it's fun to learn. He teaches me a lot of stuff, just where to be offensively and even defensively. So I'm soaking in all the knowledge that I can, and I'm enjoying this.
Last question for Nick, Steve Lichtenstein, WFAN.
Hi, Nick. Coach Nash has played you a lot with Jeff Green, including all your minutes tonight. Can you just describe some of the ways having a veteran like him has helped you with your development this year?
Yeah, Jeff, he's really vocal, and it puts teams in a bind when he's going up there setting the screen for James, and I'm right there in the dunker, and I'm just playing off of him, reading that. It's pretty tough to defend because if the defender steps up off of me, then I have an easy finish. And like I said, he's vocal. He gives me a lot of tips, especially when he was out and he wasn't playing. So, he told me he wants me to be great. So I definitely appreciate that from Uncle Jeff.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Yep.